Welcome back to the Big Rant Show. Thanks for joining me. Now, today I got some breaking news for you from the Kamala Harris campaign. She has made her VP pick for the 2024 election, and I think it's a good pick, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be a helpful pick. Tim Walz of Minnesota. Been a really good governor for the state of Minnesota. I kind of feel bad for the people of Minnesota losing their governor if Kamala Harris and him are able to win this election in November. But all in all, from what I've read, Mr. Walz has been a great governor for the state of Minnesota. He's protected women's reproductive rights. He's protected gender-affirming care rights. He's protected, workers. Apparently, he's even signed into law a bill that was for universal school lunches to make sure all kids in Minnesota can have a lunch when they go to school. Let me know in the comments if that's accurate or not, but that's what I have read. Mr. Walz has also served in the military. He was part of the Army National Guard for over 20 years, I think it was. I think he enlisted in the 80s. After 9/11, 2001, he was deployed for about 6 months into Europe to support Operation, Enduring. I think it was Enduring Freedom was the name of the operation at the time. So he's really a good guy. I just don't think it's going to help much. And we'll get to that in a minute. But the thing is, Tim Walz is definitely the anti-MAGA. He is literally the opposite of that. When the red states and the MAGA movement went to ban transgender affirming care for adults and minors, he said, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to ban gender affirming care. We're going to let the doctors make that decision, and the parents and the people that are transgender make that decision. When the red states said they were going to ban books just because they talked about other people existing in the world, he said, we're not going to do that. We're going to put a ban on banning books that are age appropriate for kids. He is literally everything MAGA is not. He's caring. He's empathetic. Back in, I believe it was 1999, Tim Walz was a football coach and social studies teacher. Led his team to their first state championship. While at the same time, he served as the faculty advisor for the Gay Straight Alliance that he helped found because some students wanted to put an end to bullying of LGBT people. So this guy was on the right side of things long before he ever ran for office. I do wish they had picked somebody a little younger, because I think that would have helped with the younger vote. But all in all, he's not a bad guy. Now, why do I think it's not going to be that helpful? I mean, besides energizing the progressive movement maybe into voting for him, or for him and her, I just don't think it's going to help the electoral college count that we need. We have to win Pennsylvania. If we don't win Pennsylvania, we're in a mess on the Democratic side of things. It's going to be a very hard path to victory without Pennsylvania. So I thought maybe she would pick the governor of Pennsylvania. But also, there again, I saw there were some knocks on him, especially supporting school vouchers, which is a big problem. So Tim Walz was the choice. Now, like I said, I don't think it helps. Overall, I don't think it's going to make it's not going to push the needle one way or the other. Like I said, I think it'll help, perk up the progressive base a little bit more. Maybe they'll lean further into her campaign, and maybe he can help with that. With his stance on trans rights, maybe they're hoping that will help shore up more support within the trans community, because I hear a lot of people in the trans community aren't very sure of Kamala Harris, even though she has been a huge supporter of LGBT rights for decades. She was there long before, the Supreme Court ruling that made gay marriage legal across the country. She's been very supportive of the trans community over the years. And I think that she's going to be a great president. We just have to get out and vote and get her elected. I think she can do a really good job. I don't like how the conservatives are trying to paint her, and I don't like the disgusting and offensive things that they are saying about her. It's absolutely disgusting the way some people are doing her, and it's just really weird how they're doing things, and the way they're attacking her doesn't make any sense to me. In fact, it's just downright disgusting. But that's how the conservatives roll. But we're not going to focus on the conservatives. What we're going to focus on, though, is getting the truth out about Kamala Harris, about what she's done, how she's been for law and order, but she's also worked for criminal justice reform, how she's worked for working class people when she was in Congress, how she supports the LGBTQ community, and it's not just because she's running for office. She was supporting my community long before Joe Biden said he would support my community, and then turned around and then kind of turned his back on us. Right? Long before Barack Obama came around on gay marriage, there was Kamala Harris pushing the envelope, saying this needs to be done nationwide, demanding as the Attorney General that people start giving out marriage certificates to gay couples. Called them directly and said, you must start putting out or giving out marriage licenses to these couples. So all in all, Kamala Harris is a great candidate, I think, and I believe Tim Walz will at least help energize the progressive base. I don't think he's going to really be a needle mover for the entire ticket, though. I don't think it's going to pick up any particular states necessarily, because I believe Minnesota was already pretty squarely in Democratic hands for the presidential election. Anyways, if you have anything you want to say about Tim Walz down in the comments, let me know. Let me know what you think about him and the policies that he's supported and the things that he's done for the LGBTQ community, especially the transgender community, on gender affirming care. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I'll see you down the road.